New this morning on the peace talks out of the Middle East, Vice President J.D. Vance left Pakistan overnight without a peace deal in hand. Over the weekend, he had face-to-face talks with Iranian leaders and Pakistani negotiators in Islamabad. Iran's chief negotiator blames the U.S. for the failure of the talks. CBS's Shauna Mizell has the latest on the key issues keeping the deal from moving forward.
Vice President J.D. Vance headed back to the U.S. this morning after failing to reach a deal in the war against Iran.
We've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement.
Vance, along with Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, spent more than 20 hours in face-to-face negotiations in Islamabad, Pakistan, hoping to reach a deal to further advance last week's ceasefire.
We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
Vance says throughout the negotiations, he consistently checked in with President Trump, who spent his Saturday evening at a UFC fight as the peace talks broke down.
We defeated their Navy, we defeated their Air Force, we defeated their anti-aircraft, we defeated their radar, we defeated their leaders are all dead. And now all we do is we'll open up the Strait.
In addition to the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, Iran's nuclear capabilities were a major sticking point during the negotiations. And with no deal in sight, Iran and Israel have continued fighting in Lebanon. But speaking Saturday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he wants a true peace pact with the country. Shauna Mizell, CBS News.
Back here at home, dozens of Iranian Americans rallied in the streets, sending a message to Washington about the negotiations. The crowd gathered at Curtis Sixon Park Saturday afternoon, many demonstrators saying they don't fully support sitting down with a government that they say is filled with terrorists.
This regime has committed some of the most heinous crimes you've ever imagined. Mass rapes of the young girls, 16, 17, before they execute them. You won't believe, I mean, some of the stuff are so detailed that if I would tell you, you would get sick to your stomach.
Many at the rally say it may take a regime change to improve conditions for ordinary Iranians.